I'd like to ask you all to rise, remove your caps, in tribute to the United States of America and all that it stands for. Join me in the singing of our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Who needs to join in with you when you got pipes to fill a whole stadium, Dave? And welcome back to Monahan Park at UMass Boston in Boston, Massachusetts for the championship game of the 2018 Eastern Mass All-Star Classic here on LSP. Sam Feely here with you once again for Game 3. We got a full broadcast this time. We got lineups. We got rosters. We got a play-by-play announcer who's ready to go as the Cranberry League and the Intercity League meet for the fifth time all-time in this tournament. As I mentioned at the end of the last broadcast, Intercity League looking for revenge after getting walked off on a bases-loaded walk in last year's semifinal here at Monahan Park. That was an 8-7 decision, which the ICL, I believe, was up 7-3 early in that game and could not hold on. These two teams have played pretty evenly. It's been the overall run totals in this series is ICL 26, Cranberry League 24. Intercity League looking for its fourth championship in the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic. Cranberry League looking for its second. Cranberry League defeated the Park League 8-5 in the first game of this tournament, and then the Intercity League defeated the Yawkey League 3-2 with Manny Del Carmen, the former Red Sox pitcher, getting the save, allowing a leadoff base runner, but erasing it with a double play and facing the minimum in that inning. So here's the starting lineup for the Cranberry League. They will be the visiting team as a result of the coin toss. Mike Muir is going to lead it off in center field, followed by Dan Cook at short. Randy Frazier is at first. Jordan Enos is at third. Austin Salino is the DH. Matt Cook is in right. Jack Harrington is behind the plate. Nico Drukas is in left. And Connor Pijanowski rounds out the lineup at second. On the mound for the Cranberry League All-Stars will be Dan Sutherland. And the starting lineup for the Intercity League will be Casey Santos Ocampo leading it off in left field, followed by Dylan Coster at third. Bobby Lozano is in center. John Jennings is the DH. Dave Center is at first. Joey Haddop is at second. Ryan Collins is at short. Mark Odessa is in right. And John Puttress rounds out the lineup behind the plate. And on the mound for the Intercity League All-Stars to begin the game is Andre Chief's left-hander Tim Dunphy. Mark Odessa at second. Then who's in right? Oh, it must be Casey Santos Ocampo. Is it? Yeah, it's...
Leading off for the Cranberry League, number 17.
All right, so Joey Haddop must be in right. And Mark Odessa is at second. So there's a late change there. So Haddop and Odessa switching positions. As the first pitch is fired in at 5:06 for strike one, we're underway. And Mike Muir of the Braintree White Sox behind 0-1 to former ICL Pitcher of the Year, Tim Dunphy. Now he's behind 0-2. Braintree White Sox, of course, the most dominant team probably in Cranberry League history, as he takes inside ball one. The Intercity League dugout wanted that pitch, but Muir stays alive. tied for the league lead in home runs in the Cranberry League with two of his White Sox teammates as that gets past the first baseman center down the right field line for a base hit. Took a bad hop on center, and the leadoff man is aboard.
Now batting, number 8, the shortstop, Dan Cook.
So here's the shortstop, Dan Cook. Cook with 9 stolen bases for the Bourne Mariners, and he takes ball 1, 1-0. Cook is 5th in that department. And he chops this one up the middle. Will be fielded. No, it's out of the reach of the shortstop Collins and into center field for a base hit. A couple of bad hops here for the Intercity League infield, and the Cranberry League are in business. First and second, nobody out, and the Thunder coming to the plate.
Now batting, number 34, Randy Frazier. First base, Frazier.
Here's Randy Frazier. Bourne Mariners' second leading hitter and 5th leading hitter in the Cranberry League at .415 with 5 doubles and a 1009 OPS. He pops this one up into right field, camping under it. The catch is made, throw to third, a one-hop throw coming off the bag, and they got him. If he had stayed on the bag, would have easily been at third, but he slipped over the bag. That's one of the dangers of the all-turf infields. You set yourself up to get hung up on the bases, and that is a big double play going 9-5. But the hit parade keeps on coming as Jordan Enos hits it into right field, and that's another defensive adventure for the Intercity League as Haddop bobbled it.
Who got that base hit? He's the third baseman. Austin Salkind, the designated hitter, number 28, Salkind.
So it was Austin Salkind, not Austin Salino, my mistake. Austin fouls this one off for strike one. And a lot of swinging early in the count here for the Cranberry League All-Stars as they try to take the lead here in the first inning against Dunphy. Big cut and a miss. And it's 0-2 to Austin. 3 hits in the inning, but no runs yet to show for it for the Cranberry League. Austin down 0-2. He chops this one. This one will be handled. No, it's bobbled by the first baseman center, but he gets it to Dunphy covering for the out. Well, the weird and wacky and wonderful world of baseball fielding comes to an end with no runs coming across on 3 hits and 2 left. After half an inning, Cranberry League nothing, Intercity League coming up. This is the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic Championship on LSP.
2 men left on base. At the end of a half inning, no score.
Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. So Tim Dunphy escapes. Oh, I didn't think you were serious. Do you know how to work these things, Joe?
It's one of the basketball things.
Oh, you've done that? You've done that kind of officiating too? Yeah. Okay, good. You're going to have to type in names, though. Well, Joe Silvestro, thank you so much for helping us out.
Don't thank me yet.
Well, You tried. That's what matters. You offered to help. That's the least we can ask for.
I'm surprised Danny even knew how to do it. Can you get by?
For the Intercity League, leading off, Casey Santos Ocampo. Left field, number 19, Ocampo.
So Dan Sutherland of the Bourne Mariners will face Casey Santos Ocampo of the Melrose Americans to begin the bottom of the first. Sutherland 4-2 with a 1.18 ERA this season for the Mariners. And the first pitch to Santos Ocampo is taken for strike one. This is into right center field on his horse's Muir, and he makes the one-handed catch for out number one. Santos Ocampo, 321 hitter with 10 RBIs for a surprisingly powerful Melrose Americans offense this year. 10 RBIs, but he's third on the team behind two of his Melrose teammates who are in the lineup for this game. John Jennings and Dave Centers. That misses for ball one to Dylan Coster. And Coster having a whale of a season in his first season with the Wakefield Merchants. And that ricochets off one of the metal poles down the third base line and right to the third baseman Enos to even the count at one. Of course, if we were playing basketball, that's in play, but we are not, alas. Mentioned Coster's video game numbers, 592, 16 RBIs. As that's outside 2-1. This is ground to the left side. Enos bobbles it, has to hurry to get the speedy Coster, and he didn't get that, and that'll be an E5.
Error, third base. Now batting, number 17, Bobby Loscano.
Bobby Lozano,
Center fielder.
he was the ICL MVP last year. Lost a tight race between him, Jeff Costello, and Will Brennan, and he takes up and in ball one. He was the leadoff hitter in the second semifinal for the Intercity League, and now here he is in the 3 slot at 442, 6 doubles, 1 triple, 1 home run, and 8 RBIs. Get you a man who can do both. 1-1 as he swings and misses. Upstairs, 2-1 the count, with 1 out here in the inning, with Coster reaching on an error. This is popped up into shallow right, in and towards the line comes Cook, and he scales the wall, but can't come up with it. And that'll make it 2-2. The 2-2 to Lozano. Reaches for it, lines it, it's bobbled by the second baseman, Pijanowski, and the only play he'll get is to first. So, okay, so they called it, so is that an infield fly, or? That's just, so they called it just the batter is out, because they say Pijanowski dropped it on purpose. So that will result in just
Designated hitter,
instead of runner at second
John
and 2 out,
Jennings.
it'll be runner at first, 2 out, not even a double play. And that'll bring up John Jennings, the DH, throw over to first. This has been just a wacky game already for the fielders.
All right, but they're 2 outs now.
Yeah, but you hit it 3 times, it'll go back to 2 outs, but it'll take you to the bottom even. That's the only thing I know about it, because
Jennings takes low, 1-0.
we usually have some,
I mean, if you're the Intercity League, you would have liked it for
they said we only have 1.
Coster to be at second right now. You would have taken that, but because the ball was ruled dead because of the intentional drop, he has to go back to first. 1-1 the count. We're not going to worry about pitch counts like we usually keep track of here on LSP broadcast. We're just going to keep score, try to keep track of as many substitutions as we can. Throw over to first. It's going to be a close one, and back safely is Coster. Skied foul to the right now to play to make it 1-2. Wait, you run the scoreboard at basketball games, Joe? Okay. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, this, like, the machine we have at center field is much simpler than this. This is supposed to be a multi-sport platform that we have here at Monahan Park.
Because they have the slide in.
Ball 2, 2-2. We can change the names of the leagues later. I think we know who's home and who's away. I think we know the Hockey League's not playing.
We are not playing.
Down and away, full count. So, Coster will be off with this pitch. Dave Center on deck if we get that far. Sutherland peers in. And the payoff pitch as the runner goes, and it's upstairs, ball 4. So first and second, 2 out for the aforementioned Dave Center.
Now batting.
Center having a phenomenal year at .346 with 3 homers and 15 RBIs, and Jennings before him 3 homers, 19 RBIs, and a .481 average. And Center fouls that one off for strike 1.
Both bats to the granny. One game. Walk off. 10-3.
Well, there's another Africa by Toto video on Reddit.
I had tickets to the game and gave them my mother, so I got a good one.
Fouled off. 0-2.
We were in Warner's box 2 weeks ago watching the game. And the person that took me was home to open. So in the 6th inning, someone came down like, oh, we'd like to invite you upstairs to your box.
Home plate umpire asking for more baseballs as Center is behind 0-2. Yeah, it's for those of you who follow the Lexington Blue Sox broadcast here on LSP, and we cover the Intercity League, and it's just it's a wide open league right now, and Melrose having its best season in years. Certainly their best season since moving from Medford to Melrose.
Goatee, probably 6'5", right now, like 280.
A swing and a miss, but unable to handle is the catcher Harrington, but he fires on to first to complete the strikeout, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, no error, 1 error, and 2 left. And after 1 complete, it is the Cranberry League, nothing, and the Intercity League, nothing. This is the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic Championship on LSP.
like to remind you that Local Sports Productions is doing a live stream of this ball game. You can also check out Local Sports Production for on-demand coverage of the previous two games and this game this evening.
He's not going to operate the scoreboard for you, Joe.
I gotta figure out how to, yeah, how do I change the names?
Want LSP to taper broadcast your team's games? Rates start just $100 per game. Also ask LSP about streaming your next gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, school play, meeting, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email Sam at localsportsproductions.com for more information.
Bill Carroll at home plate.
The rest of it, I just don't have the name, because it will resume game.
Mike Kenosha on first base, and Ed Odell at third.
But yeah, that guy Ross and what is he? No, because he was his head coach.
He's the associate head coach.
Tim Dunphy out for his second inning of work, and Matt Cook will lead things off for the Cranberry League.
The right fielder, number 1, Matt Cook.
Yeah, he was an awesome guy. Yeah, he's another one. He's a big meaty hands.
Ball 1 to Cook.
Because they're all coming over to meet Brooks. So they're all nice to us, but obviously.
Pops this one up. Collins and Coster converging, and it'll be Coster making the catch for out number 1.
I don't think they're impressed with my Barkley stats.
They'll bring up Jack Harrington, the catcher from the Bourne Mariners.
Jack Harrington, the catcher. Harrington.
And Harrington takes ball 1. Harrington chops this one foul off the dish, and that'll even the count at 1. It's not often that your team can hit .292 and not be first in your league, but that's what the Bourne Mariners are doing, looking up at the Braintree White Sox. Harrington batting .288 with 15 RBIs, which is tied for second on his club with Dan Cook, number 2 hitter in the Cranberry League lineup here. So that's fouled off to make it 1-2. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error, 2 left for the Cranberry League. No runs, no hits, no errors, 2 left for the Intercity League. Popped foul. And I hope that doesn't crunch Dave's car. Still 1-2. I might not hit glass, but I might hit, the roof or something. Down the first base line, but it was fouled off of Harrington, so it remains 1-2.
How old is Dunphy now? I remember him at Brandeis.
Well, he's gotta be in his 30s, right?
Yeah, because he was there before I was. Before I was playing him.
How old are you? 31.
Were you on the same team?
No, but we played them every year.
Okay. Oh, you didn't go to Brandeis. Okay, I gotcha. 1-2 the count. Dunphy with the full windup and the pitch. Chopped down the first baseline again. Foul. Well. Harrington's a little out in front of these pitches. Stay back just a little bit. But you have the second baseman, Odessa, swung pretty close to the first base bag. So, see if you can get something to the right center gap. Again, it's fouled down the first baseline.
Yeah, I get finished on
Don't expect this much of a battle from an all-star game.
my clock and Acton. 4 plates.
What are you doing in Acton?
I have
Oh, you?
a game tomorrow.
No,
Oh,
that's,
tomorrow night, okay.
I didn't give you the acting game.
This is lined, and Odessa hasn't played perfectly for out number one. Out number 2, rather. It was such a long at bat that I thought I forgot there was already one out in the inning.
For the Cranberry.
Here's Nico Drukas.
Nico Drukas, number 28. The left fielder, Drukas.
And Drukas takes strike 1. Drukas representing the Rockland Cardinals, and he comes up empty for strike 2. Drukas, a .318 hitter, 3 doubles, no RBIs, but has scored 6 runs, which is actually first on the team despite playing in only 8 games. Down the left field line and foul. It's actually tied for first on the team with Alex Richardson, who is kind of an anomaly for the Cardinals. He's a .174 hitter, but he's got 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, and 6 runs scored. Fouled off of the dish. They're not going to let Dunphy go back to the dugout easily. He's getting his money's worth here in his All-Star appearance. Fouled out of play and actually into the screen above the third base dugout. Still 0-2.
As long as it's 0-0, it's easy to do once runs come in.
Dunphy with the sign from Puttress and the pitch. Lined out of the reach of the shortstop Collins into left field for a base hit. The 4th hit of the ball game for the Cranberry League. And that'll bring up Connor Pijanowski, the second baseman.
Now batting, Connor Pijanowski. Second base, for 7, Pijanowski.
It's new. It's got to be a new game.
And that's on the outside corner for strike 1 to Connor.
When the AU tournaments commence in the contract, if they want it. What was the pitch? Strike.
Soft toss over to first by Dunphy. Pijanowski representing the Marshfield Green Harbor Hawks, 196 hitter with 3 RBIs, but he's also drawn 13 walks. That's fouled off, and it's 1-2. He's got an on-base percentage of .348 despite hitting 196. Chop to the right side. It'll be fielded by Odessa. Looked towards second, then went back to first and almost cost him. But the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. After 1.5, Cranberry League nothing, Intercity League nothing. This is Eastern Mass All-Star Classic Championship on LSP.
At the end of an inning and a half.
And then
No
outside
score.
shots.
I don't know why we set before. Yeah, the worst part is if they have run, now they have to go back and go.
You can follow LSP on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon LSP37, Snapchat LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel.
Intercity League, could I have your attention, please? There are youngsters on the field. Could you please get helmets on their heads, please? The kids that are down the line, could you please put a helmet on their head? It's pretty dangerous.
Ball strikes out. I don't know what game she is.
6 batter for the Intercity League, number 7,
Team.
Joey Haddam.
ICL.
The second baseman, Haddam.
Okay.
So Joey Haddam, who's the right fielder for the Intercity League after the late switch between him and Odessa, will lead things off. And Haddam pops this one up. Coming in as the right fielder, Cook, and he makes the catch for a one-pitch out.
The guest is
Sutherland out there for his second inning of work, and that brings up Ryan Collins, the shortstop.
Now batting, number 3, the 7th batter, the shortstop, Ryan Collins.
Collins, part of a Wakefield team that leads the Intercity League in hitting as a team at 328, as that's taken low for ball 1. Collins, 353, 5 doubles, 1 triple, and 9 RBIs. And that's fouled off to make it 1-1. This is popped up. And that'll make it 1-2.
pressed that hard. One out.
One down. Fly ball this time. Left, right. I hit them all, didn't I? Happens when you...
On the outside corner for strike 3. Collins is retired, and there are 2 down here in the bottom of the second.
Now batting, number 6, the 8th batter, and the right fielder, Mark Odessa. Oh, they did.
Odessa, the second baseman, veteran of the Eastern Mass amateur baseball scene, played,
Odessa is now at second base.
and he fouls this one off for strike 1. Odessa of the Alabrantes in the Intercity League has also played for Cassell Club, the Testacorp Bombers, and the Melrose Americans as he takes strike 2.
He's a traveling man.
He is.
Made a lot of stops.
255 hitter with 4 RBIs.
Also an MVP of the Hockey League All-Star game once. Won 2 tickets to the Red Sox game.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that'll do it. The inning is over. Intercity League goes 1-2-3. And after 2 complete, Cranberry League nothing, Intercity League nothing. This is the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic Championship on LSP.
Well, let's see. I think I'm just going to leave it for half an inning. You sure? Yeah, I guess I did 1 inning, half inning too many.
The LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy of this or any past LSP video broadcast, or one of several different designs of bumper stickers. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store or the LSP Facebook page after the game to place your order. And remember, all orders within the continental United States come with free shipping.
Who's pitching?
No, I got it. The new pitcher for the Intercity League is Borja Jones Barasaluthe of the Lexington Blue Sox.
Now pitching for the Intercity League. Say that again for me.
Borja Jones Barasaluthe.
Borja Jones Villa Salute. David, I screwed up. Sure will.
Borja's long been a stalwart of the Blue Sox bullpen, also a spot starter.
Ladies and gentlemen, would like to ask your cooperation if you could kindly return foul balls to the nearest dugout. We're poor.
Had a perfect inning of relief against Wakefield in his last appearance on July 8th. Last 3 years, he's compiled a Record of 4-2 with a 2.50 ERA
Lead off batter, 17.
and
Mike
51 strikeouts in 50 and a third innings.
Muir.
The lineup turns over for Mike Muir, who takes ball 1-0. Muir singled, but was thrown out at third trying to tag up on a fly ball, and he nearly gets hit there to even the count at 1. No runs, 4 hits, 1 error, and 3 left for the Cranberry League. No runs, no hits, no errors, 2 left for the Intercity League, as that misses inside 2-1 to Muir. No changes defensively for the Intercity League other than Borja, and that's ball 3, is it? Isn't it? Oh, I missed a ball. Okay. Well, Muir is aboard for the second time.
Now batting. Number 8, Dan Cook.
That'll
Shortstop.
bring up Dan Cook, the shortstop. Cook singled his last time up.
I can't rip them out because my games for the McKay Club
Okay.
are on there. Sorry.
All right.
Back to back.
Yep.
I should have. Well, the thing is I gotta keep score.
Yeah, I know.
You know Brian Marlette?
Yeah, very well. Yeah, if I tear the book apart, it's gone.
I understand, Dave.
Sorry. I should have brought a separate book.
2 strikes to count.
Man's a great
2-2.
He's following in my footsteps. He's coaching now. No longer playing.
Pitch, runner goes. It's fouled off. We're trying to stay out of the double play running there. And why not? He's third in the in the Cranberry League in stolen bases with 11. His teammate Sean Keedy of the Braintree White Sox leading the way with 19. Swing and a miss at a high fastball for strike 3, and that's out number 1. That'll bring up Randy Frazier, the first baseman. He flew out to right in what turned into a 9-5 double play.
Number 34, Randy Frazier. The first baseman, Frazier.
Throw over to first and back safely is Muir. I love the look of the pearly white helmets by the Braintree White Sox. You don't see that very often. That just missed for ball 1. I'm sure Borja's wondering where that is. I know. I can tell Joe Silvestro is wondering where that is. And Joe's an umpire. That's on the outside corner for strike 1.
That's one of those paper.
Yeah. In either direction, it definitely should be 1-1. Runner goes. The pitch is a strike. Throw down to second, and not in time. Odessa not happy with the call. It's a stolen base for Muir. And the first run of the game in scoring position here for the Cranberry League. 1-2 the count.
He was signaling for something.
He wanted me to fix the scoreboard.
This is lined off of Borja. Ricochets back to the shortstop, Collins. Everybody is safe. And now let's hope that Borja is okay. Did that hit him in the leg or did that hit him in the wrist? I thought that got him on the arm somewhere.
Oh, you got the replay.
Oh, he's okay. Wow, that was quick. See if I can go back on the replay and see where it ended up. That hit him in the upper leg or the hip. It was pretty close, though. It's pretty close to that area. And it looks like we're going to have a pinch runner at first as Chris Fowler will pinch hit for Randy Frazier.
He went to BCI too.
Fowler?
Son, yeah.
No, he's from Barnstable.
He went to BCI. Chris Fowler.
He plays for us.
Okay. He's a left-handed bat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Diego.
Yes, he did.
Jordan Ennis.
So here's Jordan Enos with two runners in on base.
Jordan Enos, the third baseman. Enos.
Enos singled his first time up in the first. Looking for a base hit here to drive home the first run of the ball game. He's got good speed on the bases with Muir at second and Fowler, the pinch runner, at first. Swing and a miss. Borja clearly not fazed by taking that ricochet. And it's strike one. Fouled straight back. And now Enos is behind 0-2. One out still in the inning. We're at second. Cook struck out. Fowler after the infield single at first. Down and away, 1-2. Borja slowing down his pace considerably with runners on base. This is ground to second, could be two. To Odessa for one. On to first, a low throw, and he's safe. The ball was just hit slowly enough that it allowed Enos to reach. The skip throw to the first baseman center didn't hurt either. So it's a fielder's choice. Fowler retired 6-4, Muir to third.
Now batting number 28, Austin Salkind.
And,
Designated hitter, Salkind.
and Austin Salkind will try to make something happen with two out and runners on the corners. And he lines this one past the diving shortstop, Collins, into left field. It's going all the way to the mesh monster. Enos is on his way home. The throw to the plate. He's safe. Two-run double for Austin Salkind. And the Cranberry League leads 2-0.
Yeah, so any 3 runs. Let's figure that out. Try it now.
Two.
Yes.
Oh, look at what happened.
Now batting number 1, Matt Cook. Right field.
Here's Matt Cook, the right fielder. And he takes up and away.
What am I gonna do? Now it's already at the bottom. I gotta go back.
This is line down the right field line. Hooking foul. And that'll be a walk. So we were behind in the count here.
We got how many outs?
1 out. Two outs. Fielder's choice. Strikeout and fielder's choice.
So Cook draws a walk, and that'll bring Jack Harrington, the catcher, to the plate.
Now batting. Deuce is Wild. Number 22. The catcher. Jack Harrington.
Rick D'Angelo's out there to have a word with his all-star Borja Jones Barasaluthe. What's he going to do here? He's going to leave him in. Borja comes set for Harrington, who grounded out to second his first time up in the second. And he takes ball one. Swing and a miss. And that evens the count at 1.
The kid at second base is Bryant Salkai. Austin is his brother.
Thank you. You can leave that door open.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
It's it is. And a wheat and half. Couple long. And a wheat and half.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Oh, really?
It's down and in, 2-1. So it's actually Brian Salkind. We had his brother Austin in the lineup, but we were just told it was Bryant, so. This is grounded to the second baseman at Odessa. He'll think about second, then go to first for the out that retires the side. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors,
2 runs.
and 2 left.
No errors. 2 men left on base. And at the end of 2.5 innings of play, Cranberry League takes a 2-0 lead.
Hits for the Intercity.
Yes, I do. Intercity League has no hits. Cranberry League has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. I gave him a hit. I don't know.
Sorry, folks. All right. LSP's next broadcast is Monday night at 7:55 p.m. when the Lexington Blue Sox host the Somerville Royals in Intercity League baseball action. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live. Then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy DVD of the game at the LSP store. Sorry, folks, a little disjointed here as we try to figure out the situation with the scoreboard. We're just... Guy who was supposed to do it took off, and... You tell me.
Was there somebody set to do a scoreboard? And they didn't come?
One of the guys, they just left.
Well, that's Dan. We don't do the scoreboard.
No, I had somebody, they just didn't show up. Walter gave him money.
Yeah.
The guy that didn't show up was got money?
No.
Oh,
it was
it works at UMass.
We have a new wing out there.
Yeah.
What? 19. You can see that? God bless you.
Oh, never mind. I'm on the...
is up.
Nope, nope, nope.
Oh, number 9, excuse me, batter. Number 2, John Patras, the catcher. Patras.
So here's John Patras, the number 9 batter, to lead things off against a new pitcher, Connor Byram of the Bourne Mariners, and that's strike 1. That's taken on the outside corner, strike 2. John Patras, or Putty as he's affectionately known, one of the best defensive catchers, arguably the best defensive catcher in the Intercity League. 1 and 2.
Teddy Jubal will have something to say.
I know, right? Well, Putty's been in the Intercity League longer.
You're going to get letters about that.
Oh, boy.
He's got a fan club. Holy God.
And Putty hits this one into center field. Back goes Muir, and he makes the catch for out number 1.
Gotta be careful. Have long ears.
Did you say Connor Byram or Connor Birch? Is that Connor Birch?
Oh, what I read is it could be Birch. Oh, it said Byram here. I don't know.
Well,
We stand corrected on the pitcher and we apologize to his parents and grandparents and other relatives. It's Connor Birch.
1-0 to Casey Santos Ocampo. Skies this one into right center field. Camping under it is Cook, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Birch, 3 and 2 this year in 7 appearances, 154 ERA, 41 innings, 32 hits, 17 runs, 9 of which are earned, walked 13, and struck out 40. Here's Dylan Coster, the third baseman, reached on an error as he fouls this one off to even the count at 1. Down and in, 2-1. Intercity League had 2 base runners in the first, neither of which reached via a hit. Coster looking to reach for the second time here as he's ahead 3-1. And the pitch from Birch. Up and in, ball 4. And the ICL has a 2-out base runner. So that'll bring up Bobby Lozano, who lined out to second his first time up in the first.
Lozano, number 17, Lozano.
And that misses down in for ball 1. Cranberry League took a 2-0 lead in the top half of this inning. They have 2 runs on 6 hits, 1 error, and 5 left. And it's 2-0. This is ground to the left side, bobbled by the third baseman on to first, safe. And that'll be another E5, another error on Enos.
Now batting, number 22, John Jennings.
Yes, it is. It is John Jennings.
Designated hitter.
Yeah, that's John Jennings. Ball 1 to Jennings. Oh, they called strike 1, my bad.
They had 22 on the track.
Well, strike 2. We are just so discombobulated here today.
Well, but they had 22 in the pad. What am I going to do? I read what I see.
Outside 1 and 2.
Usually I'm half in the bag by this stage.
Down and away 2 and 2.
Ball that plays for us, Harrington played for us, and we gave him a sign for backdoor. So 30, that's Boston.
This is grounded to the right side. Charged by the second baseman Pijanowski on to first for the out that retires the side. So nothing comes of the walk or the error. And after 3 complete, it is still the Cranberry League 2 and the Intercity League nothing. This is the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic Championship on LSP. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. So through 3 innings, 2 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors. Sorry. 2 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors, and 5 left for the Cranberry League. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 4 left for the Intercity League. Strike 1 is the count to Jack Harrington, new player, not Jack Harrington. This is grounded up the middle and through for a base hit.
I used to be a software QA manager, and I do a lot of testing too. So these guys, I would have had, I would spank them just to make everything clearer.
I don't know why
User
they,
interfaces.
I don't know why they got like a sport on it. It's only baseball.
Now batting, number 7, Connor Pijanowski, second base.
So that was Nico Drukas who just had the hit. Connor Pijanowski takes ball 1. This is lined down the left field line and fouled, even the count at 1. Drukas picking up the 7th hit of the ball game for the Cranberry League All-Stars. ICL still looking for its first hit. They've drawn 2 walks and reached on 2 errors, but that's it. Godfrey will fire over to first, and it gets away from the first baseman center, and up to second goes Drukas. He's going to try for third. The throw by center is offline.
Two-base error. Pitcher.
I thought that error was on the first base.
I threw that away.
So is that call it an E1 or an E3, Joe?
I thought it was on the first base.
What do you think, Dave?
I said one, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fight it.
All right, I'm inclined to go with E1. So Pijanowski with a runner at third and nobody out and a 1-1 count. Infield comes in and it's fouled into the screen to make it 1-2. That's in the dirt to even the turf, I should say, to even the count at 2. Misses the inside corner. And it's ball 3. And this is fouled off. Good at bat here by the number 9 hitter, Pijanowski, with the leadoff hitter, Muir, on deck.
We were hoping for sunshine at this time of the day. Kind of lights already. I just put the lights on now. Can you? I just did. Oh, you did.
Payoff pitch. Grounded up the middle, through for a base hit, and here comes Drukas to make it 3-0.
I appreciate you doing that.
Leadoff batter is Mike Muir as the third run crosses the dish for the Cranberry League.
Lefty against lefty here, as Muir fouls this one off for strike 1. Godfrey hasn't been using his big overhand curveball here. And that misses to even the count at 1. More action in the Intercity League bullpen as the throw goes to first, and it won't be in time, and the throw goes into left field, but that'll just be a stolen base for Pijanowski. No error on the play as he had the bag stolen. So runner at second, 1-1 count for the leadoff hitter Muir, who is 1 for 1 with a single, a walk, a stolen base, and a run scored. So far, his run is the difference in this ball game. He pops this one up. Collins makes the catch. 1 down.
Now batting, number 8, the shortstop, Dan Cook.
Looks like there is one change defensively for the Intercity League. It looks like Thomas Russo has entered the game at third base, replacing Dylan Coster.
The rest of the
Rest of the infield appears to be the same, though, as that's strike one to Chris Fowler. Excuse me, Dan Cook. Yep, Fowler's on deck. You're right. This is grounded to the left side, through for a base hit. Being held at third is Pijanowski, but it's runners at the corners.
Fowler has the longest hit streak in UMass Boston history, 37 games.
And here comes Chris Fowler,
Now, Betty.
who owns the longest hitting streak in UMass Boston history at 37 games. Do they even play 37 games in a season?
Yeah, we've been playing it almost 50 every year with postseason.
Gotcha. That's inside for ball one. Fowler came on as a pinch runner in the third and was retired as part of a fielder's choice.
He did 1 year. Yeah,
My son went to be that's where I 1 year and then
The pitch,
his sophomore.
2-0.
yeah.
Did your son play with Sean, Ryan, and
Manchi and-
Kevin Foley?
Yeah.
Those guys.
Yeah.
They both played for me. Great kids. Great guys. What a great team they had. That
You
year.
mispronounced his name from the first one.
Who's this?
Justin Silvestro.
Sylvester. I know. I was correct. I was correct.
Ball three, 3-0.
I didn't get a schooling on all the names. I did my best.
Yeah, he played for the McKay Club a few games.
He sure did. He sure did. We were wondering what happened to him.
Plays in the Blue Sox.
Yep. We know that now.
And works.
Taken for strike one.
We know he's Trojan too, right?
And now Fowler will go to work.
Is he?
He has a job.
I know he played for us a few games, yeah.
Fowler, leading hitter on the Mariners among qualifiers, 441, 2 homers, 14 RBIs. Takes down and away, and the bases are loaded.
He didn't want to do that.
That's going to bring Rick DeAngelis out from the Intercity League dugout. And it looks like he might be making a pitching change. As the lights are coming on here at Monan Park. And yep, he has just waved to the bullpen. And that'll do it for Nick Godfrey. He goes a third of an inning, allows 3 hits, a run, and a walk. And he's still responsible for all 3 runners on base. Pitching change come to you from Monan Park at UMass Boston and Boston, Mass. Cranberry League 3, Intercity League nothing. This is the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic Championship on LSP.
And who do we have? Sullivan? No, it's not. I can't. We had to build.
The new pitcher for the Intercity League is Connor Donahue of the Lexington Blue Sox.
Now pitching, Connor Donahue of the Lexington Blue Sox.
Donahue, 4 appearances, 4 1/3 innings, 1 save, and 8 strikeouts. So 3 straight Blue Sox pitchers. Let's see if Connor will have a little more luck than the last 2.
You can't open that. I can't get up. Sorry. 1 second. Sorry about that, buddy. about that. I can't get up.
I didn't know it long.
I got a bum kicker.
Donahue with the full windup and the pitch, and it's strike one. Here's a guy who can crush one out of the ballpark if given the chance. Jordan Enos, even in the count, 1-1.
Number 26, Jordan Enos, the third baseman. Enos.
Comes up empty, and it's 1-2. Definitely swinging for Chelsea with that one.
Actually, it's more like South Boston.
Oh, yeah, the other direction. Other direction, fair enough.
Well, Chelsea's pretty far.
Fouled off, still 1-2. Popped up in foul territory. Center makes the catch, and there's the big out, number 2.
Now batting, Brian Salkine, designated hitter.
That'll bring up Brian Salkind, who is 1 for 2 with a 2-run double. And he lines this one up the middle, through for a base hit. Salkind's come through with another RBI. He gets 1. Will he get 2? Yes, he will. And the ball gets away from Puttress. It's backed up by Donahue. 2-run score on the play, and it is 5-0 Cranberry League. So Salkind, 2 for 3 with 4 RBIs. He very well may take home MVP honors. So that goes up and away for ball 1. Matt Cook, the 8th batter of the inning, fouls this one off.
Now batting, number 1, right fielder, Matt Cook.
There's another weak kid.
Wheaton College.
Sutherland was Wheaton. Salkind, I believe, was Wheaton.
That's down and away.
Great championship team.
Make it 2-1.
They went to the regionals. My son came down with pneumonia. Another kid had pink eye.
Oh, Jesus.
The third one had
This is fouled into the screen.
infection.
Oh, my God.
Evens the count at 2-2. 2 runs home on 5 hits. 3 runs home, I should say, on 5 hits. Full count. Connor Pijanowski with an RBI. Still one more runner on base. That's the responsibility of Godfrey, and that's Fowler at third. And there is another walk. So that'll bring up Matt Cook. That just was Matt Cook. That'll bring up Jack Harrington. My mistake.
Now batting, number 22, the catcher, Jack Harrington.
Harrington is 0 for 2. Looking to join the hit parade. If he gets on base as that's in there for strike 1. every player that's entered the game thus far for the Cranberry League will have reached base. And that includes the 2 players who have played in the number 3 slot, Frazier, who started the game, and Fowler, who replaced him as a pinch runner. This is grounded to the right side. Center has it. He'll step on first, and the inning is over. Could have been a lot worse, but it's 3 runs on 4 hits, not 5 hits. 3 runs on 4 hits. No errors. 1 error, rather, and 3 left. And after 3.5, we're halfway home. It is the Cranberry League 5 and the Intercity League nothing. This is the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic Championship on LSP.
3 runs on 4 base hits, 1 error. There were 3 men left on base. Cranberry League takes the lead 5-0. Bottom half of the 4th coming up.
Thank you.
No hits for the.
Nope.
No hit shit. 5, 6, 7 coming up to the plate for the Intercity League.
Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start just $100 per game. Also ask LSP about streaming your next gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, school play, meeting, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. And there appears to be a slew of changes defensively for the Cranberry League. We'll relay them to you as they come to bat.
Get some air in there. It's like an oven.
First batter to the plate will be Ben Waldrip.
Ben Waldrip at the plate, number 51. Waldrip.
He'll pinch hit for Dave Center, who was 0 for 1. And Waldrop takes ball 1. Fouled straight back to even the count. Connor Birch out there for his second inning of work. Pitchers are allowed a maximum 2 innings on the day here in the All-Star Classic. As that misses 2-1. Outside 3-1. Dan Sutherland went the first 2 for the Cranberry League. Struck out 3 and walked 1. Outside for ball 4, and that's the 3rd walk drawn by the Intercity League, but they're still looking for their first hit. I'll bring up Joey Haddop, the right fielder. Flew out to right his first time up, and he just barely gets a piece of this one. It's strike 1.
Number 7, Joey Haddam.
Bottom of the 4th. We're an hour and 16 minutes into this game. First game was a grind. Second game went by pretty quickly. This one, well, hasn't been a walk fest like the first one, but it's been much more grueling, much more of a chess match. And he went around, says home plate umpire Billy Carroll, and that makes it 1-2. Down the third base line and foul. Taken for strike 3 called. And Haddop knew it. There's one down. And it looks like we have a new hitter as it's Matt Nuzzo.
Now batting, Matt Nuzzo. N. Nuzzo, number 7.
Popped up. Second baseman will make the catch for out number 2. And we will have a pinch hitter for Mark Odessa. And that would be Kevin Kelly of the Watertown Reds.
Now batting, Kevin Kelly, number 23 of the Watertown Reds.
0-1 the count to Kelly. Takes down and in, nearly hit him, ball 1. Two and 1. Kelly doesn't qualify for the league leaders, but he is hitting .571 for the Reds this year. Check swing, and that's a strike, says Billy Carroll, and it's 2-2. Two and two, 2 out, bottom of the 4th. Waldrip at first, and this is just barely fouled off by Kelly. Just missed outside, full count, so Waldrop will be off with the pitch. Payoff pitch is fouled off. So Kelly trying to will himself to get that first hit of the game for the Intercity League. And the pitch is outside, ball 4. Well, he'll certainly take the 2-out base runner, first and second. 2 out, and I believe we're going to have a pinch hitter for John Puttress. Yes, we are, and it's going to be Teddy Juba. Teddy Juba, who wants to challenge John Puttress for the title of Best Defensive Catcher in the Intercity League. And he hits this one in a shallow left, but a can of corn and a snow cone for the shortstop ends the inning. Still no hits for the Intercity League through 4. 5-0 Cranberry League. This is the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic Championship on LSP. Okay. Just hit out. Yep, once. Mm-hmm. New pitcher for the Melrose Americans is Sean Smeglin.
Now pitching the Melrose Americans, Sean Schmeglin. Behind the plate, Ted Juba. To the Intercity League.
Smeglin, 9 appearances for the Melrose Americans, 1-2 with a 3.69 ERA and 2 saves, 24 and 2/3 innings, 25 hits, 13 earned runs, 11 walks, 17 strikeouts.
Leading off, number 28, Nick Drokas. The left fielder, Drokas.
Strike 1 to Nico Drukas. Smeglin delivers outside, 1-1. Drukas, then Pijanowski, who's now at third base. As that goes to the backstop, 2-1. And then the leadoff spot, which was occupied by Mike Muir when he was replaced. Three and one. 2-2. Now it's 3-2. Drukas 2 for 2 with a run scored. Led off the 3-run rally in the top of the fourth, and he swings and misses for strike 3. And the leadoff man is retired for the Cranberry League. They'll bring up the third baseman, Connor Pijanowski.
Now batting, number 7, Connor Pijanowski.
And we're still on deck, as he stayed in the game, as that's in there for strike 1. Said he was replaced, but I thought I saw a different colored jersey in center field, but anyways. That's low, ball 1 to even the count. 5 runs, 10 hits, 3 errors, and 8 left for the Cranberry League. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 6 left for the Intercity Leagues. That's fouled away. The Intercity League have had a base runner in every inning except the second, but again, no hits, and they've left 6. And the last thing you want to do in an all-star game, let alone get shut out, is get no hit. So a full count here to Pijanowski. He's had to work. That's low for ball 4. 1 out base runner for the Cranberry League, and the lineup turns over for Muir.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 17, Mike Ware.
Muir is 1 for 2, singled in the first, walked and scored in the third, popped up to short in the fourth. Smeglin comes set. The pitch is skied into right field. And this one is out of the reach of the center fielder. Lozano, but it one hops over the wall, so being forced to hold at third is Pijanowski, and Lozano gets up, thankfully, but it is a ground rule double for Muir. That stayed in the ballpark, and Muir would have had a shot at maybe an inside the Parker. And yeah, went into the triangle. It's just like the Fenway Triangle.
Now batting number 8, the shortstop, Dan Cook.
Here's Dan Cook, 2 for 3, and he takes inside ball 1. Cook takes on the inside corner. 1-1 the count. That's low, blocked by Juba, and it's 2-1. This is lined, and a spear at second base by Kelly. And there is out number 2. Down and in for ball 1 to Chris Fowler.
Now batting, Chris Fowler.
Two and 0. Fowler drew a walk his last time up. Takes a strike. It's 2-1. Jackknifes him, and it's 3-1 with a pinch hitter for Jordan Enos on deck. Stephen Quigley. And that'll be ball 4, and here comes Quigley with a chance to put this game out of reach with one stroke of the bat. Another trip out to the mound by Rick DeAngelis. Have a word with both Smeglin and Juba, but that'll be it for that meeting. It was a quick one. And the pitch is high for ball 1. On the outside corner, 1-1. Quigley, a .556 hitter with 2 RBIs, and he fouls that one off. 1-2. Not enough plate appearances to qualify for the league leaders. We've got 10 hits and 18 at-bats and 9 runs scored. Good for an OPS of 1319. He lines this one down the third base line. It'll be fielded by Russo. He'll step on third for the out. That retires the side, and it's a tightrope act, but Smeglin stays alive. And the inning is over after 4.5. Still Cranberry League 5, Intercity League nothing. This is the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic Championship on LSP.
No runs, 1 hit, 3 men left on base.
Outs again.
Score holds at 5-0 Cranberry League over Intercity. Remember, we play 7 innings, not 9, in the tournament.
No hits, that's amazing. Got 400 guys on the bench.
Kennedy Wilson, who took over for Casey Santos Ocampo in left field, will lead things off here in the bottom of the 5th.
Leading off, Kennedy Wilson, number 13. Wilson.
Wilson, one of 2 representatives from the Malden Mad Dogs on this year's Intercity League roster. Wilson batting .302 with 5 RBIs. And let's see what he's got. Can he break up this no-no? On that pitch, he'll take strike 1. Swing and a miss. This is skied into right field. Out goes Cook, makes the catch. 1 down.
He's the leadoff guy, right?
So that'll bring up Thomas Russo for his first at-bat of the game.
Now batting, Thomas Russo. Left-hand batter. Russo.
I gotta call you back. I gotta call you back.
New pitcher for the Cranberry League is Will Gallagher of the Marshfield Harbor Hawks.
Now pitching.
As this is popped up down the left field line, a jump and an unsuccessful play by the third baseman Pijanowski, trying to help out his teammate to preserve the no-no, but that'll be a foul ball, and it's 1-1.
What's the pitcher's name again, please?
Will Gallagher for
Will Gallagher on the mound for
the Harbor Hawks, 6 appearances, 2-1, a 2.1 ERA,
excuse me.
23 in the third innings, as that's fouled off, and it's 1-2. 9 runs, 7 of which are earned, 20 hits allowed, 13 walks, 25 strikeouts. Russo for the Blue Sox this season, batting .306 with 4 doubles and 4 RBIs, as that is way high to even the count at 2. Blue Sox have drawn 4 walks and reached on 2 Cranberry League errors, but no hits yet. Just missed outside, full count. Bobby Lozano on deck. And John Jennings if we get that far. The payoff pitch to Russo. Reached for and fouled into the screen. Russo, a recent graduate of Holy Cross, played in the NCAA baseball tournament along with several of his current and former Blue Sox teammates such as Alex Wojtek and Ryan McCarthy and Josh Hassel. He played in the Corvallis Regional against Oregon State and actually won a game against Nebraska, who was a top 25 team earlier in the year. That's grounded to first. Fowler makes the play, and there are 2 down. So here's Bobby Lozano.
Now batting for the Intercity League, Bobby Lozano. The 17, Lozano.
Lozano's 0 for 2, reached on an error in the 3rd, and he takes a strike that comes back over the inside part of the plate for strike 1. Down and away, evens the count at 1. It's been Sutherland, Birch, and now Gallagher. Two and 1 the count. That's been sent out to the mound for the Cranberry League. It's been a lot more than that for the Intercity League. This is grounded to the left side. That'll be through for the Intercity League's first hit of the ball game. It comes with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th, and wouldn't you know it, it's one of the best hitters and the reigning ICL MVP, Bobby Lozano, breaking the streak. So let's see what John Jennings can do. Try and get the Intercity League on the scoreboard here. He's 0 for 1, walked in the 1st, ground out to 2nd in the 3rd, and he takes strike 1, 0 and 1.
Now batting the designated hitter, John Jennings.
Jennings pops this one foul and out of play to make it 0 and 2. Bad enough to be shut out in an all-star game, but Intercity League only just now got their first hit. That skips away from the catcher, Harrington.
Just a bit outside.
It'll be a wild pitch. That allows Lozano to advance to 2nd, and it's 1 and 2. Runner in scoring position here. Infield playing back. Lozano takes off for 3rd, and this is smoked to deep left center, and that is off the mesh monster. Jennings on his way to 2nd. He slides. He is safe with an RBI double, and the Intercity League is now on the board. It's 5 to 1. There it goes. It's on there. Here's Ben Waldrop, and he takes strike 1.
Now batting 51, Ben Waldrop.
Waldrop walked his first time up, leading off the 4th. And he grounds this one to the right side. Diving knockdown by Fowler onto first. And that retires the side. The Intercity League gets their first 2 hits and their first run. But they still trail 5-1 to the Cranberry League after 5. This is the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic Championship on LSP.
In the bottom of the 5th.
So I should be okay for the top of the 6th.
Come on, let's have a quick game check. Yep. New wing.
You can follow LSP on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon, LSP37, Snapchat, LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. And the LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy of this or any past LSP video broadcast, or one of several different designs of bumper stickers. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store or the LSP Facebook page after the game to place your order. And remember, all orders within the continental United States come with free shipping. New pitcher for the Intercity League is Sean Sullivan of the Alabrandies.
Now pitching Sean Sullivan
Oh.
of the Alabrandy Club.
That's not. It's Lou. Something.
Huh?
That's not Sully. That's Lou.
Correction here.
I'm not sure his last name. Is that the roster? Lou's somebody else.
Crush, it's Lou Jansen, who's
Jansen now pitching. Excuse me.
Lou Jansen was a late addition to the roster. We didn't have him on the Intercity League roster here. He's a late addition. He's 1-1 with a 4.20 ERA, 13 1/3 innings, 17 strikeouts to 6 walks, and 8 runs allowed. Looks like we have a pinch hitter for Brian Salkind. And the pitch is upstairs for ball 1. Swing and a miss to even the count at 1. And that is Drew Alexopoulos at the plate.
Drew Alexopoulos now batting. Alexopoulos.
1-2 the count to Alexopoulos. He lifts this one into left field. Back goes Wilson to the wall, and he plays it off the wall for your Fenway Park single. Hit number 12 on the ball game for the Cranberry League. Alexopoulos banked .288 with 5 doubles, a triple, and 7 RBIs with 12 walks this year for the Marshfield Green Harbor Hawks. First pitch to Matt Cook is outside for ball 1. Matt is 0 for 1 with 2 walks. He swings and misses, and that makes it 1-1. Two and 1 the count. This is fouled into the screen. Evens the count at 2. Upstairs for a full count. Ball 4, another walk drawn by the Cranberry League. And the third walk drawn by Cook. They'll bring up the catcher, Jack Harrington, who's 0 for 3.
Catcher Jack Harrington.
And Harrington takes way up and away, ball one. I don't think this is what Jensen envisioned coming into this ball game. Gets some swing and miss that one for strike one. Intercity League pitchers have allowed 12 hits. As that is in there for strike two. 1 and 2. 5 runs on 12 hits. They've also issued 6 free passes. Swing and a miss, strike three. For out number one. So Harrington is 0 for 4, and that brings up. And I believe this is a pinch hitter for. Is this a pinch hitter for Drukas?
Yeah. That's not Drukas. It's not.
As that's fouled off for strike one.
Number 8.
That'll be Mike Corey.
Mike Corey at the plate. Corey.
And I believe did the umpires just call a balk? Yeah, they did. They just called a balk.
Yep. Separated his hands.
So second and third. 1 out. 0-1 count to Corey. The other Cardinals All-Star. Pinch hitting for Drukas, who started the game. And he skies this one into left field. This should be deep enough to score the run. Back goes Wilson to the track, makes the catch. Tagging from third is Alexopoulos. And the balk does cost the Intercity League a run, as it is now 6-1 Cranberry League.
Now batting, number 7, Connor Pijanowski.
Connor Pijanowski has had a good game from the number 9 slot. 1 for 2 with a single, a walk, a run scored, an RBI. Throw down to second to try and catch Cook napping. And it's 2-0 as the throw is offline. Don't think they would have had him anyway. 2-0 to Pijanowski is below the knees, 3-0. And it looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter for Mike Muir, as there's a member of the Acushnet A's in the on-deck circle. Inside, ball 4. And I misspoke. I meant the Canton A's, not the Acushnet A's.
Could be Jake Gibb or Ryan.
It's Jake Gibb pinch hitting here.
5. Jake Gibb at the plate.
As Gibb takes strike 1. Strike 2 to Gibb. Gibb, a .391 hitter with 12 RBIs for the Canton A's. And he takes outside ball 1. Up and in, 2-2. With Cook at second and Pijanowski at first. This is chopped down to the third baseline and foul. Remains 2-2. The 2-2 to Gibb. Tied him up inside, strike 3, and the side is retired. Cranberry League gets 1 run on 1 hit, no errors,
1 run.
and
1 hit,
2 left.
no errors,
And after 5.5, it is still the Cranberry League 6 and the Intercity League 1. This is the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic Championship on LSP.
6, Intercity League 1.
This is, all New York up. It's all, there's 4 league all-star.
Oh, is that elevator work?
Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information.
The wing, lefty. Socks.
New pitcher for the Cranberry League, and it's Tim Troop of the Braintree White Sox.
Now pitching for the Cranberry League, Tim Troop of the Braintree Sox.
Troop is 1-0 with 2 saves and 5 appearances and a 1.56 ERA. In 9 innings, he's allowed 8 hits, 4 runs, only 2 of which are earned, walked 3, and struck out 7. There's an all-born Mariners outfield out there right now. And here is Steve Tramontozzi of the Watertown Reds to pinch hit
Steve Tramontozzi.
for Joey Haddop. And Tramontozzi takes ball 1. On the outside corner for strike 1 to even the count. Tramontozzi, longtime Reds veteran in his 8th season with the club, as that misses outside to make it 2-1. 213 hitter this year, but his defensive flexibility and his leadership make him one of the most invaluable or valuable players in the Intercity League. 3-1 the count. Play all over the infield or the outfield. He'll chop this one, knocked down by the pitcher Troop. He fires to first in time. Great play by Tim Troop for out number 1. That'll bring up Matt Nuzzo.
Now batting, Matt Nuzzo.
Nuzzo is 0 for 1 after replacing Ryan Collins. And that's on the outside corner for strike 1. 1 run, 2 hits, one error, and 7 left for the Intercity League, as that misses for ball 1. Meanwhile, 6 runs. Do I have 12 hits? Should I have 12 hits? I have a 1, 3, 4, 6, 10, 11. Yep. 6 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors, and 2, 3, 5, 8, 11, 13 left. for the Cranberry League. So this game could easily be much closer or much more lopsided than it actually is. Nuzzo smokes this one deep to left, and that is gone. Showing the trademark Andre Chief's power, conquering the Mesh Monster.
Home run.
Well, Nuzzo has 2 home runs and 8 RBIs this season for the Chiefs, and he smokes one right there. In his two seasons with the Chiefs, as that's on the outside corner for strike 1, he's got 5 home runs and 25 RBIs. Something about Chuck Andre's ability to find these power guys, it's just amazing. I mean, with or without Maplewood. Hey, if they didn't have power, they wouldn't hit home runs anywhere else, that's for sure. Kelly chops this one foul at the dish. It remains 1-2. Kelly walked his first time up in the 4th. That's the first home. Is that the first home run of the day? Second home run of the day. That's right. Yep. First home run of this game, though. As that's outside, even the count at 2. So that becomes the 3rd hit of the game for the Intercity League. Swing and a miss and a pitch way outside for strike 3. Kelly is set down, and there's 2 down for Teddy Juba.
Now batting, 22, Ted Juba, the catcher. Juba.
And before Juba can take a swing, looks like we're going to have a pitching change. Or at least a conference at the mound. Yeah, we're going to have a pitching change. Going to bring in the lefty for Juba. Or is that? Well, he brought up the he put up the left arm.
He's not happy either.
So another pitching change coming to you from Monan Park at UMass Boston in Boston, Mass. Cranberry League 6, Intercity League 2. This is the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic Championship on LSP.
Joe Bellucci's not here, is he? Still? Is he gone? I haven't seen him. He was here earlier. We gotta have somebody to bring this down and present it. On the field. Let's do your wrap up and then. No big ceremony, just give him a trophy.
Well, we have a new pitcher from the Acushnet Aztecs, but I can't tell you who it is. It's either Justin Baker or Ryan McGarren, and we don't have jersey numbers on the roster that the Cranberry League gave us or on the Cranberry League website for the Aztecs. So our mystery pitcher to face Teddy Juba. With the base is empty and 2 out. And that's on the inside corner for strike 1. Juba wasn't happy about the pitching change, but then again, neither was Troop. Juba smokes this one down the right field line. A diving catch! Dude, he didn't get it? Oh my goodness. What a layout by Cook to try and make the catch. But it was ruled a trap. And it's going to instead be a hard hit single for Juba. So a tough break there for Cook, and that'll bring up Kennedy Wilson.
Now batting, Kennedy Wilson, 13. Wilson.
Wilson is 0 for 1. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. I'm sure if that had gone a little further, Troop would be even more upset. I mean, I'm the writer. I should know these things. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And my stepmother was a 6th grade English teacher. So... The 0-2 to Wilson. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the side is retired. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. After 6 complete, Cranberry League 6, Intercity League 2. This is the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic Championship on LSP.
The play. Cranberry League 6, Intercity League 2.
Lamar Ray.
There's your Lamar, no. There's your Lamar Ray. You were wondering where he was going to be.
Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start just $100 per game. Also ask LSP about streaming your next gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, school play, meeting, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. And the winners of the Lamar Ray lottery in this tournament are the Intercity League, as Lamar Ray takes the mound wearing an Alabrandi's uniform. Lamar Ray, as we discussed on Thursday's Blue Sox broadcast, in which Ray picked up a perfect 8-out save. He is the workhorse to end all workhorses. He pitches in all 4 leagues in this tournament. He pitched a 9-inning complete game with 15 strikeouts. And just days before pitching that 8-out save. He's a madman. What can I say? You know, he's been around forever. And he doesn't show any signs of slowing down. He will be a valuable asset to every team he plays for this August in the postseason. Here we go to the top of the 7th. And Dan Cook to lead things off. That's taken for strike 1.
Now batting, Dan Cook.
2 for 4 with 2 singles and a run scored is Cook, as he fouls this one off to make it 0-2. Cook, then Fowler and Quigley due up, as this is grounded to the left side. Diving stop by Russo on to first. Not in time, but a great effort by Russo. That'll be an infield single for Cook, and he's 3 for 5. Well, you can't knock the hustle of any of these players defensively. It has been a phenomenal effort to watch some of these players. I mean, we have 3 errors in this ball game, but really it's just been a treat once again for the 7th consecutive year to bear witness to this tournament and bring it to you live here on LSP, as it looks like the Cranberry League is going to pick up another title. It'll be their second and their first since 2014. 1-1 the count. Down and away, 2-1. And it would be see, they won the last meeting against the Intercity League in the semifinals last year. 2-2. Oh, excuse me, 3-1. Thank you, Joe. I went on autopilot. Swing and a miss. Now it's 2 strikes, 3-2. Popped up, foul and out of play. Teams alternated wins in this tournament through the first 4 meetings. This is sky deep into right field. And back goes Tramontosi, and that hops over the wall. So that's another ground rule double for the Cranberry League, as that puts runners at second and third. Second hit of the ball game for Fowler. He's 2 for 3 and reached base 4 times. So that'll bring up Quigley. And we just had to get a fresh baseball. Quigley is hitless thus far. And he hits this one foul and out of play for strike 1. 6 runs, 14 hits, 2 errors, 13 left for the Cranberry League, as that's up and away for ball 1. 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, and 8 left for the Intercity League. This is sky to left field. Wilson coming in. It drops in front of him, and he bobbles it. So 1 run will score. There will be no error on the play. And it is 7-2, as we now have runners at the corners. Still nobody out in the inning. And a very un-Lamar Ray-like performance thus far allowed the first 3 batters of the inning to reach. 1 run across, as Cook scores his second. That'll bring up Drew Alexopoulos.
Now batting, Drew Alexopoulos.
And Alexopoulos grounds this one to short. Nuzzo has it to second for 1. On to first, not in time. That'll be a fielder's choice and another RBI, as Fowler scores. So that'll make it 8-2 with a runner at first and 1 out. Strike 1 dealt to Matt Cook, as that's outside for ball 1 to even the count. Up and away, 2-1. Alexopoulos anchored to the bag at first, and it's 3-1 to Cook. Jack Harrington is on deck. Popped foul and out of play. That'll fill the count. Eight runs on 15 hits thus far for the Cranberry League. But again, they've left 13 runners. Foul straight back. I'll be taking part in the trophy presentation for, we assume it'll be the Cranberry League coming up. And strike three called as Cook is down, and there are two down.
Now batting, Jack Harrington, 22.
Jack Harrington will come to the plate. He's the only batter not to reach base for the Cranberry League, and now he has, with a single back up the box. So everybody's gotten in on the action for the Cranberry League today, and it's first and second for Mike Corey. And Corey hits this one, and a little bit of self-defense there as Ray makes the catch for the out that retires the side. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Intercity League needs 6 to tie, 7 to win. We'll see what they can do. Bottom of the 7th coming up. This is the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic Championship game on LSP. You can follow LSP on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon LSP37, Snapchat LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. The Cranberry League looking to win its second Louis DiTullio Memorial Trophy. And the Cranberry League will entrust Ryan Riley of the Canton A's to shut it down. Riley is 3-3 with a 1.85 ERA in 34 innings. He's allowed 23 hits, 12 runs, 9 of which are earned, walked 9 and struck out 49. He's pitched at least 5 innings in every appearance this season. So to the bottom of the 7th we go. Thomas Russo to lead things off. And Russo takes downstairs for ball 1. That's down and away, 2-0. Swing and a miss by Russo, and it's 2-1. The Intercity League were held hitless through the first 4 2/3 of this one before a single and a double by Bobby Lozano and John Jennings got them on the board finally. And a solo home run by Matt Nuzzo gave them their second run, but that's been the extent of their offense as Russo swings and misses for out number 1 of the bottom of the 7th. That'll bring up a pinch hitter for Bobby Lozano. It will be Bobby Higgins of the Malden Mad Dogs, and we're going to have another pitching change.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Really?
Well, they want to get everybody, all the
Oh,
pictures
that's
in.
true. That makes sense.
Guess you got to get the other guys, their all-star appearances, and actually they're not going to go all the way to the bullpen. They're just going to bring them in from the bench.
He was thrown on the side.
And he was thrown on the side here, so Ryan Riley fans the only hitter he faces. And now the ball will be turned over to Ian Searles. Ian this year is 0-2 with 3 saves and a 1.10 ERA in 12 2/3 innings. He's allowed 7 hits, 9 runs, only 2 of which are earned, walked 3 and struck out 19. So he's had his hiccups, but he does have 3 saves. And that is good for tied for the most in the Cranberry League with Paul Fahey of the Braintree White Sox.
Oh, yes, Chris. Sorry. Somebody dumped that tea in there. The iced tea.
And here's Bobby Higgins to greet him as that's outside for ball 1. Okay. 2-0. Up and away, 3-0.
First name?
And a 4-pitch walk.
Water all over the place. Sorry about that. No problem.
So run it first, and we'll have a pinch hitter for the Intercity League.
No problem. Then when we play in the dark.
As that's on the outside corner. For strike 1 to Nick Valdario. He pinch ran and scored the eventual game-winning run in the semifinal. This is up the middle and through for a base hit. So Valdario making an impact late in the games today, as he picks up hit number 5 for the Intercity League. And now here's a man who could make it real interesting with one swing of the bat. Ben Waldrop.
Ben Waldrick at the plate. 51. Waldrick.
Waldrop has drawn a walk and grounded out to first. One swing of the bat would only make it a 3-run game, but it's a lot closer than the Intercity League has been at all today. And the pitch. Strike 1. That's that. Started over the heart of the plate and came to the outside corner. First and second, 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. And he fouls this one off for strike 2. Yep. This is grounded to short, could be 2. To second for 1, and that is all they'll get, as it was slowed down enough by the slide by Valdario. So first and third, now 2 out. Intercity League down to their final out, and it'll be in the person of Ben Johnston of the Watertown Reds.
Now batting, Ben Johnston, Watertown Reds.
What was he? What did he do? He won for what? And how many RBI?
Strike 1 to Johnston. Johnson grounds his 1 to third, on to second for the force, and that is your ball game. The Cranberry League wins its second Louis D. DiTullio Memorial Trophy.
Massachusetts Championship. And congratulations to the Intercity League on a great series of games. We have a presentation in just a moment. But
So
want
we
to
will-
recognize Brian Selkind of the Acushnet Aztecs going 2 for 3 with a double and 4 RBI in this championship game. He is our MVP. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming today.
So we're going to take a stoppage, and we'll do the trophy presentation down the field, and then we'll come back to sign off. So just bear with us 1 second while we do that.
Thank you so much for everything.
Now, what do I,
Nice to meet you.
all right, Dave. What state do I leave this in?
I think Bobby will take care of it.
All right, you're gonna bring the trophy down, right? Yep.
Yep. Yep. Joe, can you wait here and just make sure I don't get locked out?
Well, it stays open. See the pushing? No. See this? No. See this?
Oh.
See that? It's open. See what? No. I'll close it. I'll close it. Now open it.
Yeah.
When is the next game? It's this week sometime. I know that.
Hey, Coach, Cranberry Lake. Cranberry Lake, hello. Hello. We're gonna give you the trophy. Hey, Coach.
Where are you? Can you see me?
Guys over, we're gonna give them a trophy. Pull plate? Right here, right here. Guys!
I turned around.
this trophy means a great deal to you as well. Luke Tilio was a great guy, a great leader in the Cranberry League. And here you have it, your second Eastern Mass Amateur Championship. Congratulations. Best of luck.
Thank you. Speaking as the representative of the Western Blue Sox of the Intercity League, you guys know this is 4 2/3. You beat us 2 times in a row. We hate you and we want revenge next year. Brian Salkai, would you accept this trophy as the MVP of the Congratulations, everybody. We'll see you next time. Let's party. Hey, you guys, first and foremost, thanks for coming out today. Carry yourself very well. Thanks for this. I knew you were going to ask. I knew it. Very good. Right in the middle.
So, in case you did hear my speech presenting the Louis T. DiTullio Memorial Trophy to the Cranberry League and All-Star MVP Brian Salkind, yes, I did have to get the "We Hate You" line in there. It was necessary. They got a kick out of it. What do you want? So, with that said, this has been a presentation of local sports production serving Greater Boston student-athletes. Since 2011, copyright 2018, unauthorized redistribution of any portion of this broadcast without the express written permission of local sports productions is strictly prohibited. Sorry I'm so winded. It's a labyrinth getting down there. LSP's next broadcast is Monday night at 7:55 p.m. when the Lexington Blue Sox host the Somerville Royals in Intercity League baseball action. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a DVD of this or any past LSP video broadcast at the LSP store. And be sure to follow LSP on the web, localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon, LSP37, Snapchat, LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Once again, the final score from Monan Park at UMass Boston in Boston, Mass. It is the Cranberry League 8 and the Intercity League 2, the Cranberry League claiming their second Eastern Mass All-Star Classic Championship. My name is Sam Feely, reminding you freelance isn't free. Thanks for tuning in.